Shades on, relationships. Shades on. If you got it on your mind, call in and unwind.
Loving you is wrong. I don't want. I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Am I wrong to fall so deeply in love with you? Knowing I got a wife and two little children depending on me too. And am I wrong to hunger for the gentleness of your touch? Knowing I got someone else at home who needs me just as much. And are you wrong to give your love to a married man? And am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Are you wrong to give your love to?
All right, now loving you is wrong. I don't wanna be right. All right, here we are back at the J Talks today's relationship show. Loving you is wrong. All right, folks. Y'all know I'm Jay, and we got Mr. Ricky Rick, Sister Soldier, and Lady K. We all up in the house. All right. So, y'all know that's the topic today. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. I mean, what is that really like saying? What is that like really like saying? If loving you is wrong, like being a criminal?
That mean I'm cheating on my husband, but I love you, and that's wrong. No, I don't. I like to go. This topic goes several ways. This topic goes several ways. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I mean, it could go like, our relationship is not that good, but I still love you. Is that wrong? Or it could go like, I'm in love with somebody else, and I know it's wrong because I'm married, or I'm living with someone else.
Living with.
Or it can be a lot of things that go several different ways. And it go, if you're abusive to me, I still love you.
All right.
And I know it's not right, but I don't want it right. So it's no separate way.
Well, it could go several ways, like you said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess if
I think that when most people hear those terms from loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right, they think about the song, that you just played. Like in the song, it's a person singing about they know that they're in a relationship with someone that has other obligations. And even though they know that it's wrong, they're going to persist in that relationship, even though they know that, this person has other responsibilities and other obligations. The love that they feel for this person is just so deep that those things don't really matter. And if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I mean, in a way, to me, it's the act of a not necessarily a selfish person, but you have to really, really consider what it is that you're saying. Even though I know that it's wrong, I'm going to persist and do it anyway.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I think Sister Soldier laid a couple of formats down there, or different situations and statuses. I agree with you, Lady K. I look at that other part where I guess if you're married and you're trying to be in love with somebody else, I mean, you already in the wrong. You're already in the wrong. I don't even see how you would want to be right in the first place. In the first place, especially when they get caught, they be like, it ain't what it seemed like,
Yeah, it's really messed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's really messed up.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a messed up situation. That's a messed up situation.
Yeah, it would be.
And then it could, and then it could go on. It could go like a husband and wife relationship, whereas it could be one-sided, when the wife or the husband love their mate so bad. I mean, so heartwarmingly that it might be wrong to others, that relationship, and then she just don't say, well, forget what everybody else say. If they telling me that loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather love you than listen to what somebody else says. So it can go that way too.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could. And sometimes people in withdrawals from somebody being in love with them, as we say, in love, and I'm just gonna tell a little secret story back of my past. I say a secret story, y'all know. Y'all gonna look like y'all got all bright eyes as soon as I said that.
It ain't secret. It ain't secret if you tell it.
Well, I better not tell it. But anyway, back in my past, there was a situation where I was telling this nice lady who I was calling myself being in love with, how much I love her and everything, and she actually backed off of me because she actually got afraid because, really, she backed up because she said she was afraid because somebody found themselves being in love with her. And that kind of made me feel like the song, if loving you is wrong, and I'm calling myself trying to do something right, then okay, if you really rejected me, then I guess I don't want to be right, So I kind of look at it, from an experiential point, where that song fits in one of my personal endeavors of a relationship. So it's not a secret no more, I guess.
But when you look at the title of the show, it says "If loving you is wrong." If is a little itty bitty word, but it has a big connotation. Yes. If loving you is wrong, If, what do you mean by if loving you is wrong? Already you're at a crossroads, a decision, if it's wrong at all, if loving you is wrong.
But you also gotta remember, look at the lyrics too, because the way the song was going, both of them married.
Yeah, in regards to the song.
They're in a relationship with each other. And even though he got a wife and 2 kids, he knows it's wrong for loving her, but he still love her. Now you don't hear nothing in there about the woman retaliating, saying, "Yeah, I love you too, and I know it's not right." You just hit his part.
Well, it's a part in there though. It's a part in there though where she talks about, like where you're at, where he talks about, I know you have a wife and 2 little children,
right,
depending on you too. When he sings about depending on you too, that makes me think about, okay, he's also, even though he's married to this woman with a family, he's still providing for her somewhat financially as well, or emotionally as well,
right,
because she says depending on you too,
right,
TOO2. So he's doing, it's like he's maintaining 2 households. Physically, emotionally, financially, 2 households. And it has to be something that's benefiting her.
Okay.
Yeah, so he like it. So you can say he got him a sugar. Now what they call it now? They don't call it sugar mamas, sugar daddies. What they call it now? The other woman.
I don't know.
What they call the other woman?
Leeches.
I don't know. They got a slang for it.
Side chick.
Leeches.
Side chick. I should remember that. Yeah, I should remember that, because the Porter sisters did a song about that. But you got that chick on the side show. You know you got to on the side.
Okay. All right.
Long time ago.
Yeah, that's the side chick, huh?
Well,
that's the side chick that he got on the side, and he loved her just as much as he loved his wife, and he knows it's wrong with the love her, but he still love her. And you got people out there, you got people who have relationships, either whether they're married or not, or into another relationship with someone else, who think that same way. That's what the whole side chick is about. The whole, they love their wife or their other partner, but they also love their side chick.
Well,
and they know it's wrong.
Well, let me ask you something.
And that is kind of selfish. That is kind of selfish, though. Because they don't want to be right. Yeah.
I'm curious about this. I don't know if you can hear me, Rick. But I'm curious. Can one person really officially and honestly be in love with 2 people? Can one person honestly and truthfully be in love with 2 people? Or more than one person? Or more than one person?
Love.
Right, and yes, they can. Didn't the Bible say love your fellow man?
Well, the Bible also said you will love one and hate the other, and that's what the Bible said also.
You will have a lot of fellow man to love. You will have a lot of fellow man to love. It's over 5 billion people on this planet, and you cannot tell me or make me understand in no kind of way that you can only be in love with one person. No. I think you can be in love with more than one person.
Can you equally be in love with more than one?
No, because each one of them have their own personality. And you love them. One might cook good, you love her for that. The other one might do something else good, you love her for that. I'm keeping it clean because we don't tell it. You might love her for that. So, you know.
I don't know.
Different kinds of love. You love them.
All right. Can you hear me, Ricky Rick? I don't know if he can hear us pretty good. I know he's got a little technical problem. All right, he just a smiling. Yeah, he just a smiling. Yeah, he just a smiling. All right, but if that's the case, I mean, really, how there you go with that little smile again. How is it that when you got somebody claiming they in love with two people or more, all right? Because I mean, we got some of these shows where people be coming on. You know, I'm in love with the cousin, the girlfriend, the next door neighbor. You know, y'all know what shows I'm talking about, like the Jerry Springer and the Murray Povach, and several of those shows like that. Those reality shows you be watching. So as you were saying, Sister Soldier, when somebody might be in love with this area, with this person, this area, with that person, is that really being in love with them?
Yeah, there's different types of love. There's different kinds of love. Like I was explaining, you could have been over. You know, you might not be deeply in love with them, but you still could be in love with somebody.
Well, I think Sister Lady K just got that. I feel it in my spirit.
I don't know. I mean, it's never happened. It's never happened to me like that. But I can say this is my opinion that you cannot truly be in love with more than one person at a time, because there's so much that's involved in that. To be truly in love with someone, Sister Soldier's right. It does depend on the individual, but by my standards, my personal standards, I don't see how that's possible, because it's so much that being in love with somebody encompasses. You know, you may be in lust with someone and in love with someone. You may be or think you're in love. I mean, but to be really, really, truly in love with one person, there's no way that somebody else could penetrate that. Not for me. That's just my opinion.
Okay. All right. So you think somebody be cutting you short if they try to be in love, try to say they in love with you and say they in love with somebody else?
They're not really in love with me.
Somebody.
They're not really in love with me.
Oh.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I mean that. I mean, because when you're truly in love with somebody, I don't care what comes into your peripheral, that will never, ever be able to penetrate what you feel for that person if you're truly in love with that person. You know, a lot of people think that they're in love and they're not. They don't comprehend at all what real love is. Right. They think that love is equated with money or with a feeling or with sex or with whatever. And real love is so much deeper than that. It's so much more involved than that. I mean, when I look at, like today, My pastor and his wife have been married for 44 years. Okay? That's through the good, the bad, the arguments, the kissing, the making up, all the hard work. That's real love. When you're willing to stay in there and stick it out and have that communication, and it shows. That's real love. It's not perfect, because love is not perfect, but it's what's real.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good to me. All right. I guess I should have put that adjective word in the beginning of love when I said have real love. I should have said I should have used that word real. Because
and Sister Soldier, I see where Sister Soldier's coming from, because if you have like a superficial layer or a superficial definition of love, you can really think that you're in love with more than one person. It all depends on where you stand in your understanding of what love is, what real love is.
Well,
Right.
I kind of think that some people are confused as to whether or not they are actually, quote, in love, or as the phrase you use, in lust, because I believe some, or as Sister Soldier say, in lush. All right. So I think that really some people are not clear as to where they are. So they start and the things you say, sets a pattern into the way you act, and things you begin to start believing, telling yourself where you are.
Right.
And I think that some people just don't have definition in their life, so they begin to think, I'm in love with my. Well, here's a good one. Can you have had a past relationship that you, quote unquote, believe or claim that you were in love with that person? Now you get in another relationship. Even though I know what the song says, this is something going on all at the same time. But now you're in another relationship, and you claiming you're in love with the person now that you're in love with, but you still claim that you're still in love with the person in the past relationship.
Say that again.
All right. You left one. You were in a relationship, and you all separated, split, dissolved, whatever. And now you're in another relationship, a new relationship. You're now telling this person in the new relationship how much you love them, but you're also telling yourself that you, quote unquote, are still in love with the person in the last relationship or former relationship.
You confused.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But because like I was saying earlier, two individuals, you love them for different things. Different things they do or stand for. There's different personalities. One might hold the door open for you and massage your feet when you love that person for that. Then another one might just bring you something to eat when you need it, or put it in your pocket. So you love that person for his consideration. So it all depends. Still depends on the personality of the person that you love. I mean, it's different standards of love. The one that whatever you go through, y'all still stick together, y'all still love each other. So I understand that part of love. But the other part I understand, yes, is different people will make you feel different ways that you love them about them. Okay, I know a lot of baby's mama out there with their ex-husband, their ex-boyfriend, or whatever like that. Even though they have problems and situations, they still love them for, and you want to love with them. So it depends on the person, and it's different kinds of love.
Well,
temporary love, everlasting love, people love. I mean, you got all kinds of love.
Well, you're right. There are different types of love.
Goes to each individual.
Okay, I guess we do need to define the kind of love that we're kind of referring to.
What you say?
Make a good point. You do make a good point, Sister Soldier. I guess we need to define the kind of love we're talking about, or we're referring to, because just saying love that does leave it is pretty. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was talking about everlasting love, long love. He was talking about one that he cheated on that shit. He knows because he had my kids, they private kids at home, but he still loved her. But that's a different kind of love that he loved from his wife. It could be, like I said, lusciousness. It could be sexual wise. It could be having someone to talk to, and your significant other don't talk as that much. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's different people. It's different based on different relationships with different people, and how you perceive love with different people. One man you won't perceive love the same with this man as you did the next man, mm-hmm. or this old boyfriend as you did the next boyfriend. And so it depends.
Mm. Okay.
You got me, Jay?
I got you. All right. Well, I mean, in that case, I guess what I've been mostly dwelling on is that area of love. I guess what I've been thinking, and I'm glad you're setting a floor for a distinction of what type of love. So the kind of love me personally, I've been talking about, and I think each one of us are kind of addressing a different types of love. Was the kind where it's you find that committed type of love, or that love where it's not based upon sex, not based upon material things, not based upon status of a person.
Right.
That regardless, you actually have an authentic acceptance of that person and devotion to that person. So that's what I've been talking about, but I understand, we probably are all saying some different things. But that's why I was asking those questions. Can two people, can a person be in love with two people fairly at the same time? But I heard you, Sister Lady K. You said bye-bye.
No, I'm saying it's not going to be fairly all the same thing. It's going to be different. It's not going to be fair. It's never going to be fair. It depends on the personality. That's all I'm saying. No, it's never going to be fair. Because if it's fair, that means he's just as equal as the next person. Or he's the same as the next person. We're not exactly, but it never be fair.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I see Mr. Rick is just really posing for us today. But anyway, I think he heard that.
Looking like Florida.
I think he heard that one.
Damn! Looking like Florida Evans over there. I don't know what's going on.
Stay so close to the camera, right? Yeah, you look like you said damn.
Listen at me. Like Mr. Brown with no neck.
Mr. Brown, no dick.
He got that shirt buttoned up to his chin.
I know, Ricky, you can hear us a little bit. I definitely can hear us a little bit.
He getting a happy moment over there.
That was so hard he cried.
That shirt buttoned up in his chin.
You had the nerve to call him a no neck.
Like Mr. Brown. He ain't got no neck.
Well, I can tell you this much.
I'm like,
yeah, y'all calling him a no dick, but Mr. Rick says he got love for the both of y'all.
Who said they got love for both of us?
Mr. Ricky Rick. You ain't hear him in the past shows.
I know he gonna get us later. I know he's gonna get us later.
Say, what's your name? Inmate 001237.
Oh God. Anyway, back to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, mama.
That was our station break. All right. But anyway, I also didn't extend the invitation to anyone who would like to call into the show. More than welcome to contact us at 931-552. I'm sorry, 931. Yes, 931-220-7063. That's the number. 931-220. Yes, 7063. At least I got a neck.
I'm not going to talk about it. That's what I was about to do here for that food. It's a glass.
Well,
can you all hear me?
We can hear you, Mr. Rick.
We can now.
I'd like to say something.
Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Rick.
Oh, Jesus.
We hear you, Brother Ricky. Go ahead. Sit down.
Come on in the room.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Come on in the room.
I can speak by nodding of the head. I know I love this cast, and if loving this cast is wrong, I don't want to be right. See, I can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear.
All right. The thing of it is, can he love us fairly? All right. Well, I love this cast too, boy. I tell you, y'all make my day. Y'all make my day. Every time I see y'all lovely faces on the screen. All right. and I appreciate many of our viewers that as a matter of fact, many of them have spoken and said how much they love the cast and love all of you all. And boy, Sister Soldier, you got it, girl. Yeah, we might have to start us another show. You know how they be breaking off. We might have to start the Sister Soldier show.
I didn't hear that.
What's
I
that?
didn't hear that. What you say?
My Bible.
Oh, we'll bring that up back up at a later time, at a later time for Sister Soldier about her maybe, Sister Soldier show. We'd be like Tyler Perry breaking off one to another. All right.
All right.
But anyway, back to the topic, to the show, to the topic. We find ourselves in. It depends on the different kinds of love. But if loving somebody because they got material things, could that be a secure type of love, or loving somebody because of the sex is great? Could that be a secure type of love, or loving somebody because they create a status for you? Could that be a secure type of love?
Here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone tomorrow.
So when the material things gone, basically they gone. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because you might. Yeah, because you might.
He don't have not only no neck, he ain't got no hair.
You got a whole village over the top of your head.
He ain't got no neck and no hair.
I see a piece of runway, house, building. You got a whole village over the top of your head, man.
Folks, only on this show is the most hilarious cast that you could ever get. The most hilarious cast. You can find them right here.
You got a Walmart on top of your head. I see the church right here. I see plenty of trees and grass.
Hey.
And they had a big old river right down the middle.
That's the angel ring. That's an angel ring. Don't you know that? Folks, y'all get ready. Folks, y'all get ready. Y'all wait till we go FM, boy. Y'all. Lord have mercy. I hope the nation is ready.
I'm on the road
Okay. I wasn't ready for that one.
That lady cake, you know it. I don't be ready for it either. I just put them up, they come out.
I wasn't ready for that one.
But yet, he got love for you.
Look, you don't do that no more.
He got love for you.
Don't do that one no more.
Well, he had to draw attention some kind of way.
Well, he already do that with that shirt all the way up to here. His chinny chin chin.
All right.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Rick and Rick, bro, they got the spotlight on you tonight, man. They got the spotlight on you tonight. Well,
how can it not be on him? He bent his whole head down into the camera. There come again. Look out.
Ricky, when you go home, look at the recording that it showed, and you will hear what we said about your head. You get your head like that.
You know what that made me think about? The hokey pokey. You put your head on.
oh wow.
He was trying to do
all he can do is smile. He can't really say nothing, so we can talk about Ricky. But Ricky, when you get look at the pre-recording of the show, and you go and get they're all foreign. See that lake, that river running through there?
Rick. I gotta say, I sure enough gotta say, response to our topic, I love this whole cast, and boy, I'm gonna tell you, and loving you, Mr. Rick, for the showing of your head and the display. I sure enough don't want to be right. All right. All right. But all right, now everybody just take a breather. Let's breathe all together as a group. Come on, group session. All right, exhale. All right. So back to real talk. All right. So if the material things leave, that means that somebody ain't loving them no more. If the sex start going bad and sour, that means they stop losing the love in that. So I mean, should we even talk about that stuff if those things don't really even count? Or should we even label? Or should we place the word love attach it to it? What's that?
I said I don't think it really counted as some sad shit.
Yeah, cause the sad shit. Yeah. Yeah, because should we even attach the word love to it when it's like itemized, when it's like so, so particular, the certain things that you love, if it ain't really the person? Should we even attach the word love to it?
Well, yeah, some people do. Okay, if a woman, if you're in a relationship, if you're a man, you married, and you're in a relationship and you got you a side chick, okay? Mm-hmm. What do they call a woman when she has a man on the side? Okay, if the man got a side chick, what have a man on the side?
The clean up woman?
No, I don't think they call her that.
Oh, anyway. Well, we call the man something like the maintenance man. We call the man the maintenance man, even though we're going, well, y'all be ready, part 2 coming up. But we call the man the maintenance man.
Wait for that one.
So why can't the woman be like, the maid or the cleanup woman or
the maid?
The maid.
The maid.
They always give a male a male side chick or side woman, or the woman that's outside of marriage. I always give her name. But when the woman is married and she have a side man, they don't never give him a name. Why is that? I'm just something to think about, huh? I'm just wondering. You can have a side chick, but if I have a man, I wouldn't be a man. I know what they would call me, but I wouldn't have a man. They'd call me a hoe. But you have a side chick, they call it a side chick. So if I have a side man, what they call it? My hoe? I'm a hoe? I don't know.
Some people call him a boo. I've heard the man be labeled as boo.
That's something to think about. We gotta make a name up for that one. If they can make up a name for side chick for a woman on the side, we gotta name one for a man on the side. We do.
Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy.
Sorry. I missed the whole subject. We do. We got a maintenance man. I forget.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Maintenance man, sugar daddy.
He maintained all my needs.
For the side chick. Oh no, for the chick.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Yeah, but y'all got a side chick. You got to maintain me.
So he maintaining everything, things that the mate, the actual mate, number one mate, whether husband, boyfriend,
just making sure
fiance
is up to time. Make sure everything is greasy, keeping my pipes clean, making sure it's lubricated. He's going out there. He's going out there and buying stuff for me. Keep it nice and pretty and well packed and trimmed. Yes, that's what we're gonna call the maintenance man. That's right. I forgot about that. They quick.
All right, maintenance man. All right, well we get down to that. We got the names. All right. Well, Mr.
Y'all got side chick, we got maintenance man.
Okay. Well, since we're there, I believe we basically have covered that this analogy of the loving you is wrong. And it really does. We have to really understand the thing about love. That's where I'm standing right now. About love, or what is there? Quote that when we attach love, that what are we loving, or saying that is love, because sometimes what we say what we love or in love with, if we really took a good look at it, might not be worth being, quote, in love with. Like we were talking about material things, sex, because like I think one of you, I can't remember which one you said, that stuff diminishes, or could diminish, or could disappear. And if it disappears, if that's what you're basing your love on, I mean, as I see it, that means does that, quote, your intention of love, does that disappear too? If she cut off the sex, or he cut off the sex, and you say it, then that's what you really basing your love, quote, because to feel good. Do you continue to love, or does that stop too?
No, it don't stop. You still love. You never stop loving. You gonna love something. You never stop loving everything, but you gonna love something. Maybe it might stop with that one person, but it go on to the next person or the next thing. So.
All right. Well, how did you feel about that, Lady K?
I was thirsty, man. I had to have me a lot of water because I drink a lot of water.
How did you feel about that, Lady K?
Ricky, they just floating over there on top of your forehead.
I'm gonna let Ricky Rick get a little few words in a minute as we get ready to close this show out. Well, yeah, we do. We tend to look at a lot of things when we say we love, but according to the song, as the song was saying, you pointed out, Sister Soldier, this person's married, both people married, and basically, the bottom line, they're having an affair. That's what that's all about. And one of the people is saying that they are in love with that person, and if it's wrong, well, I mean, it actually is wrong, because they're cheating on another person. But if loving them is wrong, then they don't want to be right. I mean, how can you make right out of cheating? According to the song. And some people, and according to the song, there are some people who tend to try to um, make a right out of something that's really warped out to and not correct. So so I mean, what do we do about those things?
Nothing. If you can't be with the word you love the word you with. No, I don't know. Nothing we can do about it. I mean, that's just human nature. You just can't control that part. You can't maneuver that part. You can't compromise with that part. You love who you love.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, you love who you love.
I think that when it comes down to extramarital relationships, you put yourself in a situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you know that this person is married. I mean, I'm gonna tell you a story about something that happened to a friend of mine. She got involved in a relationship with somebody and did not even question whether or not he was single, married, or anything else. She just assumed that the man was single. And after they had been involved for like maybe a month or so, he fessed up that he was married. And by him being in the military, he was TDY when he met her, or travel duty when he met her. Mm-hmm. So his wife was back home at his home base. And she came to me, wondering what I thought about it, because she had already developed feelings for this person. And like I told her, the feelings that you have for this person, are they based on truth or are they based on a lie? I don't think it's fair when someone gets into a relationship and they're not honest, and that person cannot make a what's the word I'm looking for, an advisable decision about whether or not they want to continue the relationship with you. So if loving him was wrong, and by that time, like I said, she already had feelings for him. So it was hard for her, but she broke off the relationship. But she was upset because he hadn't been honest with her. And she had started developing feelings for him, but, he was married.
Yeah.
And it was easy for him to cheat because he was travel duty. Their wife was hundreds of miles away. So she had a choice to make. Was she going to stay in that relationship or was she going to get out of it? And she got out of it, but it still hurt her because she had developed feelings for him.
Mm.
So she was basically a bad chick.
She was, but she didn't know it.
Yeah.
She didn't know it. And she had to ask herself, am I going to stay? And he gave her the option of staying in a relationship. And she opted out.
Yeah, I would have stepped out. Taking out. Because me personally, no matter if you a side chick, I would never want to be a side chick. I was always want to be number one. Why be a side chick when no matter what you do as a side chick, his wife could always be number one. So I wouldn't even be a side chick.
Well, I mean, we have
that's a side chick. But the kind of chick I had, she probably found much better.
But then it's also about making an informed decision. Like in the song, she is informed. In the song, "If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right," she knows that this man has other obligations, and she chooses.
Right.
She willfully and willingly chooses to stay in a relationship with this person. And there are lots of people out there doing that. The thing about it is that 3, 4, 5 years down the road, are you going to be happy? 3, 4, 5 years down the road, is it still going to be enough? 3, 4, 5 years down the road, do you still want to be that person sharing that person's love, or do you want that person all to yourself?
Mm-hmm. Well,
most of us don't like to share.
I don't like to share.
I'm going to share. This is a real life.
I don't like to share.
I'm going to share with my cast and the entire audience, viewing audience. This is a real life interest right now, real life, real time, present situation that's going on that I've been in counseling with two other people in this. It's more than triology, but there's a man who has a wife, and she's pregnant. He was fooling around with a side chick. The side chick lost her residence, and he moved her into the same apartment. They're living in an apartment. A same apartment with the wife. Now listen to this. Listen to this. As you were saying, Lady K, there are some people now. I'm sharing with y'all folks how real what Lady K was just saying. Move the girlfriend, the side chick, into the apartment where his wife also lives. The girlfriend sleeps and stays on the couch. The wife knows about the girlfriend. Okay? Now, the girlfriend, side chick, gets upset quite often because she's been told by the guy that he's going to leave the wife. Now remember, they're all in the same household. Listen to that. Listen to how this is unfolding here. And she's getting mad at him because he has not left the wife yet, thinking that, under the impression that he really loves her and going to leave the wife for her. She's pregnant. Just last week, this has been going on for over 2 months now. All right. Just last week, they all got a surprise because now there's a number 3 woman who just turned up, and she's pregnant. And now, that tell me this won't make a good reality show. A good reality show, real, true, not one that's put on. This is really, truly what's happening right now. And there's now a 3rd woman. Who knows if there's a 4th or a 5th? All right, now this 3rd one, she's barely over 18. Basically, just say she's still in her teenage. All right, even though she's over 18. This guy is 42 years old.
Wow.
The wife is 37. The girlfriend living in the same home with the wife is 30. And now the 3rd one coming up, who's now pregnant, is 18 years old. And so now the girlfriend is hysterically upset because she's feeling like, listen to this quote, like she is being cheated on by him, and that he doesn't, and that he's not in love with her. Now remember, he already got a wife. And now, because this 3rd person now comes up pregnant, now he's cheating on her and not showing that he has love for her. The wife.
First of all, First of all, tell them damn birds in the background to shut up. That's all you hear. Tweet. First of all, okay, if I was there with you, Jay Castle, this is just my personal opinion. You know, you can edit anytime you want. First of all three of them should just whoop his ass. You know, let me take it back. You can't do that. Two of them is pregnant. Okay. What they should have did, all three of them should drop that.
We put on pause.
She froze.
Yeah,
you lost her right on time.
we put on pause. We put on pause for a second. We put on pause.
You lost her right on time.
Yeah, we put on pause just for a second.
Because she was about to say something.
Oh, she
right there.
Yeah. So, Lady K, we're gonna finish this on out. But as you hear that, ain't that something?
That's something.
The girlfriend had the nerve to be upset. She was the one who she was more upset than the wife.
You know what though? It's her fault. It's her fault. Because if he cheated on the wife with her, what made her think he would not cheat on her with somebody else? And this dude, whoever he may be, all of them, I do agree with some folks about that. All of them need to leave him alone.
Okay. Now,
but it's like they're emotionally invested.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some more details to this. All right, viewers, y'all probably really try to listen to this story.
Yeah.
I had to ask, because sometimes there are a few people in this life who get caught up on sex. Okay. All right, and the sex makes them blind, and I know not you, Lady K, but there are a few people. There are a few people in this life who get caught up on sex, and the sex make them blind, and they allow certain stuff to happen that most people probably wouldn't let happen. But when I had to ask, well, so I could get some kind of clue. What's the sex like? I mean, because dude seemed like he blinding some folk with something. I mean, folk ain't thinking right with something. I mean, so I had to ask. So I mean, and what I got back was his sex ain't great at all. Okay. I'm just being nice with words. His sex is not great at all, with not much to work with. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Now I'm gonna leave that part right there where it is. Okay. So I was like, okay, is he giving y'all money? The guy is basically broke. Okay, the guy's basically broke, so he ain't giving money. So I'm like, which are two of the most popular things that people become blind and do things, allow certain things to happen in their life. So if it wasn't sex and it wasn't money, I was like, well, why y'all giving yourself to him like this? Mostly it was because of attention. And
I was about to say an emotional need.
And believe this or not, beautiful women, very beautiful women. It's like they couldn't go get, they could get any kind of man. But I'm like, how did you get here? Oh, all right. Should I let her back in? All right, I'm gonna let her back in. Let me bring her back in. Okay, hold on. Let me bring her back in. See if I could get her in back in here. Is she? Sister Soldier? Sister Soldier? Are you there? Sister Soldier.
Could you hear me?
I hear ya. I hear you, Sister Soldier. All right. I don't know if you're saying anything, but I hear you. But as I was saying, it's not about sex. It's not about money. But it was attention. And many times when people come, and I hear you. And many times
I'm here.
I hear you.
I'm here.
All right, silly. Okay, silly. Okay, silly. We hear you, silly. We're gonna take her back.
Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna take her back to color purple.
Here's my singing.
Oh Lord,
I don't know what happened. Because I can hear y'all, but I can't see y'all, so I don't know what happened. Y'all just cut me out the picture, huh? I guess I said too much.
Well, between Sister Soldier and Ricky Rick, y'all trying to turn us into a comedy act tonight, aren't you?
Hey, we ain't had a good laugh in a long time anyway, so we need to laugh.
Oh Lord have mercy. Well, let me get to this so we can get to our close. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, these are real life issues, and it is a big concern because we find a lot of people getting involved in these multi-group relationships, and they say so much how much they are in love with another person, and when you really ask a person, you know, what do you really want out of a relationship? I want to be happy. I mean, really, do we really want that based upon the things we do? Is that what we really want based upon the things that we do? I mean, I don't know. Is that me? I don't.
In that instance right there, with those circumstances right there, I really feel like they don't really know what it is that they truly need. Not necessarily what they want, but what they need. A lot of times, people aren't willing to accept what they need. They'd rather have what they want. Mm-hmm. And once you get past that selfishness of wanting what you need, what you want rather, then you can move into I call it the adult realm of accepting the things that you need. Mm-hmm. What we need is oh my gosh, it's, in my opinion, is so much better for you than always getting what you want. Mm-hmm. You know, they want, he's feeling an emotional need for them. Mm-hmm. Each one of them. And he knows that. And like I said, he can only do what they allow him to do. Because they're cognizant of everything that he's doing.
Yeah, that's true. So let's just say,
you know, no. Jay said that wasn't hitting on anything. So
nah,
you know, he
wasn't hitting on nothing. So
when you but if you really think about it, somebody feeding somebody's emotional needs will stir deeper in them than them feeling a physical need. Mm-hmm. If you really think about it. So he's hitting home. I mean, when it comes down to the emotional need, they're going to have to learn how to break. It's a cycle. And understand where it started, and now you have to end it. Because if you don't end it properly, it's going to repeat itself. Mm.
Right.
But there's no way on this God's green earth I would go through that. That's some crazy mess.
Yeah, it is. But if you really think about it, it could be because women hate to be alone, or they feel as though they can't find another man because there's so much shortage on men, especially black men, and they feel as though they might not find another one. I don't know what their problem is personally, but you should feel they shouldn't feel that way. I don't know why they feel that way, and they shouldn't feel that way. And it still goes to what we did in one show. You have to love yourself first. They have some self issues among themselves. If he's not, hitting it physically, what else it is, like you say, other than emotions. But emotions only last so long. Yeah. The emotions only last so long. And all of them other two pregnant, I get him though. I get him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
For the wife to allow the side chick to be at her home, that's deep.
Yeah,
that is really deep. In my opinion, if I was the wife, I've been the wife and found out that, my husband was cheating on me. And I tell you what,
bye-bye.
He couldn't lay his boots under my bed, and for sure enough fact, she couldn't come through the door. He had to go. And that's just me. That's just me. I love me more than I love that relationship or that person. And sometimes stay together too because of the kids. That's wrong too. You don't stay with the person because you have children. Because at the end of the day, you're the person that's in a relationship with this person. The relationship they have with their kids is totally separate. They're not linked, they're not combined, they're separate. Why be in a personal relationship with somebody that you do not like? And more importantly, that doesn't like you. Because if they really liked you, they wouldn't treat you that way. And you have to understand that. If they really love you, they wouldn't mistreat you. They wouldn't abuse you emotionally. That's emotional abuse. Even though you allow it, it's still emotional abuse. So if they really love you, they wouldn't mistreat you. But like Sister Soldier said, you gotta love yourself. But that's some craziness. Those women need counseling.
But you know what?
Go on, help them out, Jay. Go on, help them out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Go.
Hey, Jay, you can give them my number. Tell them to call me.
Yes, sister.
They need help.
Yes, Sister Soldier, you got something to say? Did you?
Sister Soldier don't get locked up.
Yeah, we won't send
don't get them locked up.
Yeah, they need to put them like that. No, let me quit. Because the man probably didn't know it. I don't know. But yeah, I have something to say. I'm like, tell them to call me. We help them get their stuff together because them two that's pregnant, it should be the bestest friends and get him out of the pocket for dinner. Yeah, they should. But that one that they took in on the couch, sleeping on the couch. Well, apparently she must not have no kids. She got herself, and she's sleeping on the couch. She would have to find her job and get out that house in 2 weeks. They would have not even yeah, but if they were going to tell her that, they would have to.
She wouldn't even have been allowed in my house, period. Because remember, Jack said that the wife already knew about the side chick before she even came into the home.
Right. Correct.
Yeah, but she already in there now, so she already in there.
Well, 30 days is residency. Hey, Sister Soldier, 30 days is residency.
Right.
You have to
get her residency somewhere else.
Yeah.
But then that shows you how flighty the wife is. Because any other person that would have pregnant or not pregnant. But then she's pregnant and she's in her emotions, all the hormones. I give her the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
All the hormones is fluid and they ain't fluid yet.
And
So I get
and I just want to also add the guys. Not I've had some people that said, well, he must be a pimp because that's how pimping his girls will do. But no, he's not a pimp. No. He's not a pimp. I'm letting the viewers know, so y'all get that out of your mind. But I will say this, as we're heading toward closing, that this is only just one case. But I said that I presented this case because it's to let people know that this is real. This is not something that's some type of like we say that's just television. That's this stuff is real, and there are people. This is only one case. There are several cases across the land where you'll find instances like similar or even worse than this. And it just doesn't have to be.
So, you become the Black Maury Povich?
What's that?
You became the Black Maury Povich?
No, we don't have that show yet. Maybe one day, but we don't have that show yet. I don't have nobody pulling nobody fake hair out and all that, But yeah, I'm not. I don't do the baby test, and the DNA test says that the baby is. But it is real, folks. It really is real, and as that song was saying, loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right based upon what the song says. The song is dealing with two married people having an affair, supposedly in love with. Really, y'all. I'll say it in my closing remarks. But you all got anything else to say?
I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'd like to sit down one day with you on your sessions when you give me the counselors. I'll be good, I promise.
All right.
No, she won't. Don't take her.
Don't take her.
Don't take her. Don't do it.
I will be.
Well, maybe if I took her, I better take Ricky and let him show his head.
I promise. Girl Scout honor.
She was not a Girl Scout. Don't believe that.
Yes, I was. I was a Girl Scout when I was young.
A Girl Scout
honor? How long ago was that?
Girl Scout honor?
Look, I'm not telling my age. That was long.
Oh, all right. Well, sure appreciate y'all. And next month is we back around to hot July firecracker month. Sizzling in July. All right. So and what that firecracker month means is we get hot subjects, hot subjects. All right. Y'all might need some fans because there might be some comments and conversations that you might be sitting there just fan be going, woof, it's getting a little hot in here. All right.
So be sure to tune in. Tell them to be sure to tune in because it's going to be a doozy of a month.
All right. Well, as I say to these last words, really, we do have a lot of people that as I said it a couple of times, that there are more cases similar to what I just said than what we really recognize sometimes. And as far as the song dealing with people in affairs, there's a lot of that. People in affairs, and they tend to say to each other how much the one that they're in affair with, how much they in love with them, and they love them because they keep going back. And those are the kind of words that they keep. Remember we talked about sweet nothings or straight from the heart. You should really question, is that really straight from the heart, or is that really sweet nothing? Because only gonna say this one Bible thing, and that's it says you're either gonna love one or hate the other. I mean, it's really, really kind of hard to actually be in commitment or in that love or in that cherishing of someone in to the high standards of loving them in that way. I mean, you could love the sex, but if it stops, do you still continue to love them? And if it does stop, because if you do stop loving because that stopped, then the question is, did you really love them? Because love does not stop. If you really love somebody, it continues. True love, real love does not stop. It continues. And the measurement as to where you are in your application of love is based upon did it stop, and does it continue as to whether or not to really constitute whether or not you really had love or have love for that person. So, we've been given, the choice is yours. How you choose to operate in your life, what you choose to do in your life, it's all yours. Nobody can make you do anything, like such as the situation we just been sharing. And it's not that they don't know in reality some of the, and it's ignorant choices that they're making. And it's not because they are blind. We want to say they're blind, but they're not blind. They fully see that. The wife saw. Mm-hmm. She was aware. She fully saw it. That's not blind. So as been said so many times, if you're not mentally determined, medically determined, is mentally incapacitated. All those things, medically determined that. That means you have intelligence, you have good sense, you have discernment, you have all that to be able to make good decisions. The question is, when are we going to make good decisions to benefit our life? Because we all want a peaceful, joyful life. We all want to be able to be happy. But it's up to us to make the right choices to have that happiness. Not up to someone else, because no one can control you except you. All right? So this is Jay talking. All right. We see y'all next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.